Hi, it's Derpy Moose here. This is going to be episode 13 of Grow Bigger Go Home. And let's just have a look here and see where we're at. 2,935 people at the moment. Our food is up around 950,000 or so. Food graph is starting to level still though. And we are near 62, so all our vital statistics look okay. We're back up to 4.5 stars, 5 hearts, good to go. Okay, and hopefully, I was hoping for an animal trader. Oh well. Alright, let's check our canneries out here. Well, let's put some more storage in up here. I believe that's probably a good place. Okay, I'm going to make this all the way over here. We'll make this a stone road. Just cuz. Alright, so one there. And why don't we bring this road over here? Yeah, you know, I don't think we're going to put that there. Although that would be equal access for the orchard and the farm there, so okay. Quit messing around here, son. Put that there. That there. And I think we're fine there. Okay, missed a little bit there. And there's one there for those guys. Okay, so we should be pretty good to go here. Now this, I think, is going to produce just a ton of duck meat here. And I think a bunch of feathers too, for that matter. Okay, that's all pretty much finished. So let's see how these guys are doing here. That's a fair amount of tinned meat already. Okay, we've got 8 tinneries working. I don't really know the ratio of mines to tinneries, but we have 8 mines going as well too. So let's let that run for a while, and then we'll figure out whether we need more mines or more tinneries here. Oop, I have to remember how many. Don't know how many times I clicked that. One too many. So I'm pretty sure the only animal other than the trade animals we don't have is chickens, so I'm gonna watch this farm provider and see if we can get chickens. We could probably try and round out. Oh, we do have chickens. Well then, we have all the non-trade animals, I think. Okay, now I'm curious to know what we did with the chickens. Must have been early. Alright, so those are llama. Those are pig, or no, bison. Those are beef cow. Okay, those are pig. Okay, that's goat. Oh, and that's chickens there. I totally lied. So you've got Megamod 6 from Corellier, Colonial Charter, Journey, 1.76 from Shock Puppet. Yeah. I think those are a good combination, right? For sure. Yeah, so I'd go for Megamod 6. Alright, okay. So we do have all the animals. And I did in fact have longhorns already. Oh well. Going a little crazy, I guess. Nothing says you can't have more than one field. Spinach and strawberry, I think. Actually, that's a little far out for strawberry. Why don't we go potato? Yeah, Colonial Charter by itself that's a pretty big mod set too, so it's probably what I would start with. Okay, that one is tin and actually, I'm just going to check all these and make sure they're on tin. So tin. Alright, we're good to go there. It's interesting. I wonder where the copper and the tin are both going straight into here. Because there's nothing in any storage over there. I probably played like a couple dozen games or something like that. Other than going for the achievements, there's no real reason to play vanilla over the modded version. Okay, we've got a little spot here. I'm going to build some of these perfume makers that I've never built before here. Same footprint, okay. So these are the ones that take glassware and copper. So I'm quite curious to see if they're more efficient or different recipes or like why there's two perfume makers there. And that's actually pretty advanced and pretty expensive in terms of resources. Alright, now do we need houses yet, or are we still doing okay there? Yeah, it says we're still good in houses. We must have had a bit of an old age die-off. Because I've been on head on houses for a while, and that's pretty unusual in a town this size. I'm actually just going to run a few houses here and see what we got. Yeah, quite a few of these are older couples, so we might have a bit of a die-off yet. Well, hopefully we can reach our goal of 3,000 before that happens here. $29.70. Alright, we don't have to build houses. Food should be okay after all these things build. And all the canning. So the only thing I can think of is more canning, maybe. Or maybe soup kitchens and that kind of stuff here. Oh, I was going to check our flour and all that stuff. Now we got a respectable amount of bread. Yeah, we're still drowning in raw beef and bison here. So I could put more butchers in, that wouldn't hurt us here. Another 7 domesticated animals. Duck meat still at 135,000. Oh, we have a lot of glass too. So if we're gonna can fruit, there's tomatoes there, broccoli. Maybe we should go for some soups and stuff like that. Where would we want to do that? All right, let's have a look here. Market soup. Interesting. Okay. Okay, let's put a few of those in. Okay, and let's put some market barbecues in and see what kind of recipes we get out of these guys here. And it wouldn't hurt to put a couple soup kitchens in either, so let's do that. And I think we'll reserve this side here for housing. Yeah, and maybe even a bridge across here, okay. Oh, we hit the million food, look at that. So I've never ever in my whole Banished career here done that. 1,057,000 food. Wow. Well, even if nobody else is impressed, I'm impressed by that. Yeah, I run the no smoke mod here. It helps a little bit on your graphics card. I think it's mostly it takes a little bit of load off the graphics card, but it's a 9-year-old game, so it's not super hard on the computer. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. Actually, I might just kind of be a nerd here and watch this for a minute. We're 15 away from the 3,000, so... be a good time to take nomads, right? Well, this town certainly had its ups and downs, but CPU, this game is all about CPU, because all these people running around. So it tracks every one of these people, what they're doing, what their job assignments are. So the bigger the town it gets, the more it slows down. Like if I put this on 10 times speed right now, you can sort of see it's pretty laggy, right? So I'm playing on 5, which isn't too bad. But the limitation is basically as the town grows, it uses more CPU. And it's what's called a single-threaded app, so it only uses 1 core, so it doesn't matter how many cores you have. So it's just looking for 1 core and runs as fast, or runs as much as it can until that core runs out. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so here's one of our new perfumers. Let's see what they do here. 8 flowers, 2 water, and 1 glassware. So I would assume that produces more than 1 perfume. Have to put these in and run them for a year and compare them to the other ones, I guess. So it's just the one recipe, and it uses glassware in addition to... So I think the regular ones do 4 flour, 1 water for 1 perfume. So I'm thinking maybe this will get us 3 perfume, would be my guess. So let's watch this one here and see what it increments in. Oh, what did we... Oh, we were briefly over 3,000 there, and then a couple people died. There's 3,000 right there. Bingo. And we're over 1 million food, so that's pretty cool. I think that's worth a double yay. Oh, actually, Grace, that's a pretty decent computer you got there. The Ryzen 3700, that's a good CPU. It's got 8 cores, pretty decent speed. And the graphics card's pretty good too. If you just got somebody to upgrade you to 32 gig of RAM, you'd be good to go for MM9 for sure. Alright, celebration time here. 3,005 people. 1,037,000 food. I'm quite pleased with myself. Okay, there's a field that we need to add some crops to here. That's tomatoes. I think I'm tired of broccoli for a while. Let's go sweet potato. Okay, this still hasn't produced anything, so what's going on here? There's a lot of room actually left on the map. These XL maps are pretty big, so I'd say we're using about 40% of the map, 30% of the map. And probably fair, we should probably build out left from the forest node here over into here and then up to kind of join this piece up here. Keep it as close together as possible. Let's have a look here. 9750H. So you're in a laptop then, I take it, right, Driz? I'm not as familiar with the laptop specs. Okay. What does it say you've got for graphics? Are you using like the built-in? Okay. Does it say what model number, like? Most modern PCs. Oh, okay. Oh, 1650. Okay. Yeah, no, that's plenty fine for Banished. Yeah, and if you've got decent RAM, like 16 gig of RAM, it should be good for Megamod 6 for sure. And it'll run. You might not get to 3,000. You might get 2,000, 1,800 kind of thing, but that's still a pretty big game. Like, this is our, 13th episode or something, and I lost 4 hours of video. So that's like an 17, 18 hour game just to get here, right? Alright, let's see what these market soup things do here. Oh, cool. Chicken, wheat, and firewood. I don't have wheat. Beef, onion, and firewood. Don't really think I have onion. Fish, potato, and firewood. Can do. Okay, so let's do a couple fish, potato, and firewood. Don't have cabbage, don't have onion, don't have pumpkin. We're getting a bit of mushrooms, so looks like we need to buy onions and cabbage and maybe mushrooms here. Okay, so let's put all these guys on fish, potato, and firewood. Fish, potato, and firewood here. And then we can see if we can get some diversity going on. Oh, and these are the barbecue places, okay? Chicken, potato, and firewood, we'll have that one. Chicken, sweet potato, firewood, yeah. Beef, sweet, beef, potato, firewood, yeah. Okay, that's gonna be beef, potato, and firewood. And mutton, sweet potato, and firewood. And mutton, potato, and firewood. And this is a soup kitchen here. Chicken, onion, no. Lobster, flour, onion, oh, lobster bisque, but we don't have the onion. Pea, pork, and cream. Corn, milk, and potatoes, we can do that one. Okay, make these all 2 here. These are the recipes I should write down in a book somewhere, because it's always unclear to me which one to build here. Now, what did I say for that one? I said chicken, probably chicken, sweet potato, and firewood, okay? Chicken and sweet potato. Yeah, we can't do chicken soup here. Ooh, strawberry cream and sugar, I don't know. Tomato and milk, let's do tomato soup. Of course, it's not going to make much right now because we're at the food limit. And I can't increase beyond that. I can't add another 9 or anything in there. I'm out of digits, okay? And I did forget to set the pig timer here, so let's set the pig timer for... No, I'm just going to take a guess. It's say 25 minutes or something. And we're still over 3,000, which I think is cool. Food's good. Yeah, I think everything's actually pretty good right now. Okay, now what did I say here? This was, I think it was mutton, sweet potato, and fire. Okay, every time I notice we have a trader here, I'm going to try and buy more seeds here. Get a little more stuff going. I have to remember that things like onions, carrots, and mushrooms are pretty important for those recipes, so... Okay, how are we doing down here? Corn and llama, corned beef. horizon, that's all good. Coats are up around 8,000, which is pretty awesome. Okay. I wonder actually how we're doing on our fuel though. So I'm gonna make this, I don't know, I'm gonna make this 20,000. And let's see if we can actually hit that. Because we're only at 6 right now. I think what I might do, those are all fire bundles. And it's only 4 on survival coats, let's not mess with that at the moment. What we could do in here though, is we could do some of those seafood farms, but they don't really fit on that dock set though. And I don't think we're gonna get down to the other lake here. Okay, our 5th hospital built. Yeah, we can check that. I'm pretty sure you're right on the mushrooms here. Yeah, I guess onions too, for that matter. Where was the other one we built up here, wasn't it? Okay, which buttons am I hitting here? So that one's full. I think while we're here, I'm going to add a little bit more charcoal here. Yeah, that guy's not doing very good, is he? Let's see if we can put some houses in here. Yeah, we're getting pretty low frames per second at the moment. Let's see if we can at least press on to the end of the episode here and see where we're at then. So like I said, if we were going to expand, I would take a road out here. And somewhere up here, we'd want to come down. So I think we want to flatten this puppy here. And then maybe build right up to there. And we could do farms out here, or maybe more pastures or something like that. Okay, let's see how our mines are doing up here. Okay. Now I've got this guy here. We don't really need a quarantine pasture, so we might as well think about splitting that off. No rush though. Okay, we're below 1 million food again, but that's okay. 12,000 fuel. Well, let's up our tool limit to 5,000 here. Do a bit of a stress test and see where that takes us. Now, do these guys ever produce anything? So my theory that these produce 3. So that just did a batch of 12. Well, I'll try and remember. Maybe I'll just put these over here. So we can go through a year and see how that actually does comparatively. Kind of curious. These are easy to build. These ones you had to add copper and glassware. So why would you go through all the trouble, I guess, is my question. So hopefully it would produce more. Let's let it run for a while. And see. Let's check our housing here. Alright, so we're back behind again. Which is the natural state of being, I think, right? So let's populate things out here. Okay, I'm gonna put some town abodes in, but I think mostly country houses, but let's put some, maybe a double row of these in here. Oops. Always gotta click one wrong. Okay, that should be some houses for our tin miners and stuff like that. Influenza we have an outbreak of, okay. Well, we have 6 hospitals and 1 sick person, so they'll get decent medical attention, I would assume. At the cost of their life savings, no doubt. Okay, things are going kind of slow now. What are we at here? 16 frames. Yeah, I definitely think this pig timer is going to be the end of this town here. This was a fun build for me. Not too many moments of terror. Okay, how are these things producing here? Fish soup. Okay. Oh, I think these ones are all in the same recipe. Barbecue meals is what they call them, okay. And what are the soup kitchens called? Their output here. Oh, look. Nicely lined up there, Derpy. Just kitchen soup, okay. Kind of generic. And I think the duck meat too doesn't show up as canned duck, it shows up as canned meat, I think. Tinned meat, yeah, okay. It does a fair amount, right? And I can't remember the exact ratio here, but this actually improves your food supply by about 20% or so, I think, by canning it or treating it. Next map. Well, I want to finish off that the Golden Llama map, and Grumpy Gnome gave me some great tips on that. There's a comment on the last Golden Llama YouTube video that I'm going to try, so that's what I was going to do. I'll probably do an episode of that next before we end for the day. I had a lot of fun just doing this Verdant Plains map, right? Like, it's my favorite map type. I don't know. I might play. The other thing I might do is, like, I stopped doing the Duck Pond because I made a mistake with Duck Pond. I took an XL map, and that really should have been a smaller or medium map. So I potentially could replay Duck Pond on a smaller map. There is the idea, though, somewhere in here there's a Spanish missionary, Mexican, couple of build sets, and Grumpy Gnome had like a red sand map that looked pretty cool. So there's maybe do like a sandy desert, Mexican, Spanish kind of style thing. Still the idea of the Japanese one. I've got a bunch of different ideas. I don't really have any passion for any particular one at the moment. Okay, now which one are you? The old one or the new one here? Yeah, you're the old one on top. So far they're producing the same in season. But is this one using less resources? These are the things we don't understand. Well, true enough, right? Good part about being retired here. Hey, who built 2 bridges and no road? Okay, these things are starting to build here. Okay, I should probably pin the rest of them here. What are we at? 18,000 for firewood. Okay, we're actually doing okay, but it doesn't hurt to have a little insurance here. We've got 337 laborers, so we can afford a little bit more employment here. Oh, the new perfume was pulling ahead, but no. Now they're pretty much dead even. Okay. Don't know why there's... I'm just thinking for next time, do we want to go through all the bother to build all that stuff just to get these guys? Probably not, I would think. Alright, now, let's buy some stuff we haven't bought before. I don't believe we have wheat, actually. I know we don't have sugar cane. Alright, so let's buy that off so we know what we're facing here. Okay, got that. And we've got another 4,800 in value here. No reason for cotton. We could buy olives. Oh, mango. Sorry, Grace. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, I let him go. Sorry, too slow on the draw there. What are you out of? You're out of pork, huh? I think we only have one field of pigs here. Well, that's what we could use this other field for. So let's go back up here. Okay, now I gotta remember where that field was here. Okay, those are the pigs. Let's split that off. Well, you got your sprouts and you got your greenhouse on the island here. And a dock and a little boat. And a fountain, so. And if you really like Brussels sprouts, then you can have all the ones that we make, because they're not my favorite. Well, this is slowing down a bit, so I'm just going to actually, I don't know if you guys actually want to watch or not. I'm just going to let this run for another, 10 minutes or so, just to see where we can get to. So I'm just going to be sort of duffing around here doing stuff. Yeah, let's see. One more to build. 3,100 we got to there. We still got 4 sick people, no big deal. Just went over 1 million food again, cool. Oh, this is kind of like what, my fifth or sixth series, I think. And the first town I built in Series 1, I was killing hundreds of people all the time in big waves of mass death, so I think I've learned a few things here with everybody's help, for sure. Especially Grace giving me all the tips and hints here. This is cool. I think so anyways, but I'm a nerd. Yeah, we've got 1,015 homes, and it's not enough. Well, I think it was fun. There's a few more houses to build here. Let's plunk a few more. Yeah, you can see the people are moving pretty jerky on the ground there, so it's getting a bit sticky here. I don't know how that comes through on Twitch, but people are moving in little pulses or chunks, I guess you call it. Yeah, we got nowhere near getting all the seeds and stuff here too, did we? Still a lot of blanks in there. That's a really hard thing to do, is to get every trade good in Megamod here. Yeah. I haven't read the devlog for a while, but it sounded like he was having a pretty relaxed time of it. But what the heck? I honestly don't think I've ever had this before where we actually hit the food max and we're not harvesting because of that. That's amazing to me, all the famines, all the people I've killed with food shortages and stuff. Alright, what are you guys complaining about here? Sand, eh? Well, you know what? We actually have enough glass anyway, so why don't we shut that one off? And we could probably find another place to put sand in here somewhere. So that's a sand pit there. Oh, there's not a... Put one more person in there. Tiny sand pit, village sand pit. Ooh. Almost said a bad word there. So let's double that up and let's clear some trees out of here. And that's raw materials, right? Raw materials here. And we can put a few houses in for them too, I think. Not one there, but we can probably get one of these in, yeah. Okay. It's pretty amazing to me those 5 water towers provided enough water for all these perfume makers there too. Okay, craftsman, we don't care about you. Where are we at here? 3123. You know, if this was going to carry on here, we're only actually producing about 4,000 or 5,000 more than we need. So I bet your food graph is pretty level, yeah. Okay. 209,000 rice, 148,000 duck. All that perfume we're making in our actual inventory of flowers is rising. Tomatoes, beans here. Oh, we ended up with a lot of tallow too, with all those butchers. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas of what map you'd want to see or anything, well, maybe I'll do llama next. I just want to kind of let this one go for a minute or two here, not much longer. It's like 2 minutes left on the pig timer, and we'll just do a final on this series. Oh yeah, I shut down your building but didn't take you off duty here, okay. Still 2 sick people. Hopefully in hospital, yeah, okay. A lot of people walking by though. Probably kids, I think. Yeah, I keep, I've got an embarrassing number of games in my Steam account here. I'm old and a bit frugal, so I wait until the summer sales and stuff. Hey, Marie. How's it going today? How's things up in Alaska? There's some of them, I don't know, I haven't really found one yet. That kind of scratches the same itch. Some of them are okay. There's a pig timer there. There's one called Ostriv that I think I might go back to that one and give it a go. Also, I think Grace is playing Clan Folk and quite liking that, so I might play around with that one too. Alright, so maybe, yeah, I don't have that one, but I've heard the same thing too. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm just going to end this episode up here, so let's go find our town. And let's just say, okay, so this is the end of episode 13 of Grow Bigger, Go Home. And I think it's probably the end of the series too, because our frames per second is pretty low and it's getting kind of hard to build stuff here. I may do a non-stream episode, because uses quite a bit of computer resources to stream, so I might be able to get away with another episode off stream, but I'll see how I feel about that. But we're in year 64, we have 3,159 people. Education, 4.5 stars for happiness, all kinds of resources, and we're actually over the 1 million food limit, so I'm going to end it here. I'm going to have a note of smugness in my voice. I think this is actually a pretty good effort, so thank you for everybody that watched, and thank you for everybody that helped out. I'm DerpyMoose99, this is Banished with Megamod9, and grow big or go home.